What's up guys, my name is Eric. I own a private car dealer here in Southern California, and if you're into cars like this Integra, make sure you follow along. I'll tell you about the day that we picked this up, what we've done to it, and the day we're turning it over to the customer, which is in a couple hours. So we're gonna put that key in the customer's hands, and Julian is gonna have himself a beautiful, beautiful single owner Acura Integra. So please like, comment, subscribe. I'm always getting into something new. Let me start this video. Let me show you the day that we got it, and then at the end when we're turning these keys over to the customer. Let me know what you guys think about this Integra. Have you guys looked at the prices of these things lately? They've gone through the roof. It's crazy. Make sure you guys comment below. Let me know what you think about these Integras and the platform, and if you grew up with such an iconic car like this. All right guys, so we picked up a beautiful 1998 Acura Integra, single owner, for one of our customers. So we specifically sourced this vehicle. It's manual, it's leather interior, it's a beautiful car. You're not gonna find them in this condition, so we're picking it up now. Check in and go grab it. So it's been a crazy kind of 72 hours because there's been a ton of car stuff going on, but I'm making another video simultaneously with this one with a 2000 Mazda Miata that we picked up with only 52,000 miles. It's crazy. Also single owner, and the fact that we're about to pick up this Integra 98, come on, single owner, 100,000 miles, leather interior. It just, you can't find these things, you know. So I'm always hyper vigilant when I'm looking for cars, and I try not to miss anything. Man, I actually, let me back up and show you some of these. So I'm walking through and I'm kind of checking out these, and I'm like, man, I need to show you some X4, beautiful 430i, 3 X4, beautiful BMWs. But we're about to come up on the Integra. So let's see, it should be over here. If it's not in this lane, it will be in the back. And it is hot right now. Let me actually show you guys this car because I bid on this car today. It's on a set of raised wheels. So super nice. So it's a 2017 with 45,000 miles. So beautiful car. Nice GTI E450. Oh man, this range, this blue is out of control. Looks really nice. All right, where is this thing at? Oh shit, there it is. Right here. There it is. There it is. So, look how beautiful this thing is. Still has AC, still just perfect car. What a pristine car, huh? So let's get in and drive it out of here. All right, so we're gonna have to move that car right there. So let's hop in. Look how fresh this is, guys. It's crazy. So, all right, so what is this? Acura, like MDX or something or another. Oof, wow, man, this thing is beautiful. Huh? Oh shit, it's so hot. It's just ridiculous. It's a very hot day. How do we move in reverse? What in the holy moly is going on? I didn't expect to do like algebra. All right, do we got the park? Okay, we're gonna hit the park button. Okay, so the park disappeared. Then that says reverse. So we hit reverse. All right, cool. So actually, let me pay attention to the road here. Man, I was just thinking right now, I don't have my plate, and it probably doesn't even have the hardware for the other plate. Oh, it does have the hardware. So the hardware is never on here, so it's a pain in the butt when you don't have your plate. You got to roll around without a plate, and that's just never fun. But I already have the car on, and got the AC going. So, heck yeah. All right, so let's drop this. Oh, sounds like it's just the mirror. All right, sounds like a Honda does. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I can already tell it's in really good shape. Actually, let's look at what we're doing here. So there we go. Everything feels great. I've only been able to get it into second gear, so you can't get too fast in here, but let's check out and we're on our way. All right, so we're out of here. So we got dropped off, so all I gotta do is put a plate on the back. The plate's in there, so we'll get that done. Park around here somewhere. All the transporters are out. Today was a sale day, so all these cars were essentially sold. So the plate. Oh, I thought the plate. Maybe it's in the trunk actually. Let's pop the trunk. Oh, that wasn't the trunk. I don't know. So this is the Miata that's going to come out in another video, and we just pulled up to the office. So that's what we're looking like right now. It's about 5 p.m. I haven't even had lunch yet, so it's time to have some lunch, but I wanted to get a little bit of these cars. Beautiful, man. So you guys saw that Integra that we picked up. These right here, I'm just waiting for little parts in before I turn it over to the customer. Now, they're not big problems that the car has or anything of that nature, but the trunk struts are completely blown out, so when you have to lift the trunk, it feels like it's 200 pounds. It's super, super heavy. On top of that, the latch actuator went out, so when you try to open the trunk the normal way, it doesn't pop. So you got to do it manually, and then the key's a little stuck, so there's kind of a lot going on that needs to get fixed, including these struts, and then from there I think the actuator itself. So I'm gonna walk out there, install this, and finish up. All right, so it's hard doing that with one hand. So these are the struts right there, so let's walk out and install them. All right, let's go. So the trunk already, or the hatch popped. So this is kind of what I was talking about. So there's a few things going on with the Integra. So when you go to unlock it, it's really hard to turn to the right. You can see, just like, it sucks. It takes like 5 minutes, right? And then when you do that, the actuator itself, which is this part right here, is out. So you can't even lift it because the struts are so, well, they're worn. They're just done. So right now we have it lifted up. We're gonna pop these two off, replace it with these, and call it a day. All right, so that C-clip came off the bottom side right there, and then right up here, we pop that off also. So this is good to go. Let's pop that in there. Let's put a brand new one in. All right, so we got the new one in, the old one out. This right here is ready to pop out, so it's good to go. Those will go into the trash. Super easy to install. Just such a pain in the ass before, just because it was hard to turn the key. It was very, very hard because you have to turn the key, lift it, and pull that little lever over all at the same time. So now we have one of the problems fixed, which is a big one. So this thing is heavier than it looks. So that's awesome. So this is the first time this hatch has ever opened and stayed open. We got VIN numbers around the entire car. Everything matches. So what a good car. So actually, you know what, we can just trash this stuff right here. A big trash can right here. All right, so that's where we're at with the trunk hatch. So everything is good as far as the new struts going in. Man, I love this car. I love the styling of all these old Japanese JDM cars. Really cool. So that'll be it for that job today. My Audi TT. All right, so we're here working on the Integra, and I swapped out all spark plugs. So we have all brand new stuff here. I just got that done. So check this thing out, man. Look how clean everything is, how brand new everything looks. Like all these brackets that you lose over the years, these little plastic covers still intact, hoses still look good. It's crazy. This car is definitely a time capsule. Look how white that bottle is. I mean, it's pretty neat to see a car in this condition for sure. Alright, so here goes the Integra, doing some work on it. I replaced the brake master cylinder because it was having a brake light on the dash. I haven't been taking a ton of content, but the interior is really nice and clean. I am going to remove this seat and then that seat so that we can shampoo under this area, vacuum it nice and clean to match the rest of the interior. So that's what I'm getting at now. I'm gonna remove the seat, pop it out, and get the vacuum and the shampoo out. All right, so I got the little caps removed, the two on the front off. Now we're going to remove these. All right, looks like my battery was a little low, so cool. So these are all removed. This is good. Time to pull the seat out of the car. So got the seat completely out, and then this is why we're removing the seat. So I can tell when I got this car that someone already shampooed the carpet, but it was only kind of like on the front half, which typically, you know, that's what people do. They don't remove the seats, things like that, but it's too easy to remove the seats to not do it. So this will give us the opportunity to vacuum everything up really nice and clean, make it look brand new. Again, this is a single owner car with only 100 and 10,000 miles. So you can get this all vacuumed up, get the shampooer, and start that. All right, so I hit it with the cleaner. As far as right now, I haven't shampooed anything yet. I just pulled the shampooer out. We're gonna get to that. You can already see this area is significantly better, but after shampooing and drying, it'll look quite a bit better. There we go, that's a finished product of the interior. You guys saw before how dirty it was underneath the pedals, everything else. Back in this area, it's super clean. Seats installed again. Now we're gonna do the passenger side. As you can see, it's pretty dirty down there too. And we got brand new floor mats. We're installing those, and she's pretty much ready to go. All right, so the passenger seat is out. You can tell some of the stains in the carpet, some of the dirt that's been embedded over the years. So actually it's not too bad, but it could be 100%. So that's what we're doing. Again, this is a car from 1998, so it's going to look amazing once this is all cleaned up and good and turned over to the new owner. So I'm excited for him. so the passenger side is completely done. The seats are here, and we're gonna let that dry. Complete rear, we've done the driver's side, the passenger side. Vacuumed it very, very well. After we did that, we spot cleaned a lot of areas. Once we spot cleaned all the areas, we hit the entire part, hit it with the brush. Once we hit it with the brush, then we go shampoo everything, and then you hit it with the brush again, and then you just shampoo it down. So it's a little bit of a process, at least my process, but it works really well. It really revamps and transforms the interior on cars. So I'm gonna let it dry, let the sun hit it a little longer, and then install this seat back into the car. And then after that, I have some rear panels to put back on. But yeah, there we go. Made all the difference in the world. All right, so there goes everything installed, dried up. We're going to install the floor mats, and that's all she wrote for the interior of this car. So there we go. It's all complete. I've actually been waiting for those floor mats for a long time. I don't know why it took so long to get a pair of Integra floor mats. And I actually ordered a different design with some embroidery, but they sent me all black. So, but I don't have time to wait around to exchange it. So they're still really nice. They're specifically cut for the Integra, so they're not just some generic floor mats. So cool. So what I'm doing next is we're going to do a antenna delete, and then the rear wiper delete. So that's like the most JDM thing you can do to these cars right off the bat. So getting that done for the customer. Cool, so I just broke this loose with a 23. This is a little locking nut. That should pretty much come apart and fall through the backside. Oh, there it goes. So I'm gonna grab it on the backside. All right, so we are moments away from being 100% officially done with this Integra. Now, the two things we're waiting for, you guys saw me working on it. So the antenna delete, which should be showing up today. And then we have the rear hatch delete that goes right here. And as far as everything else, the car's been detailed. Show you guys the interior, and I'll get some promo shots and stuff when I can get it out to the photo spot. How nice is that? So that's a 1998 Acura Integra with 111,000 miles. So super hard to come by. Garage here in Fullerton. So the interior you guys saw was completely shampooed, cleaned out. So it came out exceptionally well. And if you guys saw the Miata in the other video, we gave it the exact same treatment. We give all these cars pretty much the exact same treatment just because we really appreciate cars, especially iconic cars from the 90s, early 2000s. So I like to give them a little special touch just because this is what I enjoy mostly. So, but there she is, beauty. You're not gonna find another one not like this. So. So it's early in the morning and we're gonna go take some photos, but here was the Type R. I got a little BMW X5. This is the Miata that has been getting ready. So that's a 50,000 mile 2000 Miata. Here goes the Integra. Then I got the Touareg, a Sonata, an M45 Sport, another Touareg, and an Audi. Crazy, but let's get on out of here. All right, guys, so it's early in the morning on a Saturday, and I'm waking up early essentially to clean up the car just one last time, wipe it down. It's already been washed, waxed, everything else, but you can see the windows and everything, they need to be cleaned up. So gonna get that done, and then immediately after that, I'm going to take some photos and videos of this car. All right, so we're out of here. So one of the main reasons I'm up a little early right now is because it's been so hot. It's already summertime. By the time it's 10 a.m., it is cooking. So that's why, and a lot of times I'm out in the sun. So that's why we're up early. That's why we're gonna gather this stuff. And it's Saturday, so we only want to work half day on Saturday. So get this all done, make sure the customer gets what he needs, hand the keys over. And yeah, actually there's two things I'm waiting for, and in this video I'll show you the two things that I'm waiting for. But regardless, we're gonna put the keys in the customer's hands, because why hold on to the car for something so minimal? Two parts waiting to come in, you know. All right, so I just finished wiping the car down everywhere. So closing this up. All right, so from here, all right, so we got our keys. You know what? Let's grab the tripod while we're at it. All right, so we are out of here. Grab this, car's all cleaned up. She's good to go. All right, so we're out of here. We just had to stop off at the office really quick to grab some equipment, pretty much clean the car off. There's a little bit of shade over here on one side, so I'm able to park it over there in the shade, get it all wiped down. Otherwise, you know how it goes. You get a ton of streaks all over the car when you're trying to wash something or clean something in direct sunlight. It's no fun. And for those of you that detail cars or wash cars all the time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's get on over to the next destination. We'll be there soon. Sheesh. Got smashed. Quite literally the last time you're going to see the Integra with the Miata that we're releasing the video on with the Type R. What's crazy is that I'm 100% Euro these days. So I got an X5 right here. I own two Audis, but this is kind of to show you what's been going on lately. Beautiful, beautiful car. I guess this is the actual end of the video.
I bolted the box to the frame and somebody still ripped me off. Broke my window. Looks like they had a hatchet with them and cut the top of the wooden box off and just ripped it out.
Just to take this up. So
yeah.
They left the box.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You can hang a left right here, Julie. Yeah. And then you... Oh, actually, do you do freeways?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, yeah. It's only a couple exits on the freeway anyway, so just in case you... Some gas in here. So for many, the Acura Integra, the DC4, the DC2 is one of the most iconic cars for JDM enthusiasts. So this is literally what got us in the scenes in the early 90s, the early 2000s, and it's an iconic car of the street racing scene back in those days. So in those times, these cars were purchased, power steering was removed, AC was removed, anything that you could remove out of this car for weight reduction was typically done. And the reason you did that is so that you can slam gears, right? Now, the reason this car is so popular is because of the aftermarket support for this car is plentiful. So for an enthusiast like myself, this is what we want. We have a cheap, reliable, high-performing, 4-cylinder car that if it breaks, guess what? You're only a few $100s away from being able to fix it. Now, the amazing thing about this car is it comes with the B18. Now, it's not a GSR, it's a Integra GS, but it's still coming with the B18. Your other options are like Civics, CRXs, and things like that. We're here in Southern California, but we can't really mod cars unless it's carb legal, right? But the reason that all of us are drawn to these types of cars is because of the aftermarket support, the handling, the lightweight, the performance, pretty much everything. It's just such an iconic car of its time. And to be able to have one right now in my possession so many years later, I mean, this is a 1998, right? So this is 20 years old. Parts are difficult to find. Well, let's say this. OEM parts are difficult to find. Prices are starting to go up a little bit on stuff. And the values of these cars are starting to come up, which is pretty crazy. If you've been in the scene as of late, you've started seeing the price of engines go through the roof. A lot of stuff for these older JDM cars are starting to kind of go through the roof, right? But back in my day, you could fix these things for 50 bucks. They run exceptionally well, super high mileage. You're still freaking slamming gears and everything else. But with that being said, guys, I love cars like this. I'm an enthusiast myself. I grew up with EFs, EKs, never had an EG, surprisingly. I've never actually had an Integra either, but I was a big fan of the EK platform. I had a turboed EK, so it's a B20 swap. Amazing car. I used to love it back in the day. It was a 96, it was red. And it was actually, I think, one of the fastest cars out of all my friends because it was turboed. But remember, I was only 16, 17 back in these days, so a lot has changed. Now we're just selling them. We're not really modding them as much. Let me give you a quick walk around. I could talk all day about these types of cars and why I like them and why they're iconic and why the performance matters. And in this case, this car is so nice, so pristine, single owner, 100,000 miles, VIN matching, manual transmission. You're not going to find another one, at least not easily, right? All the VINs around the entire car where the VINs should be are on it. With that being said, I own a private car dealer here in Southern California. So if you're looking for something really awesome, let me know. It doesn't have to be a JDM car. I'm mainly into the European scene now, BMWs, Audis, things like that. The newer the car, the better. Older cars now are starting to get a little difficult to find parts for, so it's hard to restore them to the quality that I like. But let me give you a walk around. I've been telling you guys I'm giving you a walk around for quite a while now. And if you guys are into this kind of stuff, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, right? So let me tell you here why the Acura Integra became an iconic car of the underground street racing scene. Now, the performance and handling that you get out of these cars, now they're paired with a B18, so you get a nice size engine, quite a bit of an upgrade between like an EK, an EG, depending if they were an SI model or not. The modification potential on these cars is just amazing. There's so much aftermarket support, and the affordability. Well, actually these days the affordability of parts is starting to get quite expensive. So if you're looking for like engine swaps and things like that, it's starting to get a little more scarce. But these cars have such a dramatic cultural influence on so many people that grew up in the early 90s or the street racing scene of its time. So the reliability of these cars is kind of what set them permanently in the scene, because you can buy one of these cars, you can smash through all the gears, you can be really hard on the transmissions, the engines, and they're still going to be as reliable as day one. So if this car right here was for me personally, I'll tell you what I would do. I would leave that front end on. I love the USDM front end. I would drop it on a set of good suspension. I would probably leave those wheels, or you know what, I take it back. I'd probably throw like a set of Mugen wheels, lower it, put an ITR wing, probably convert it to a 5-lug conversion. Probably leave it right around there, unless I was gonna put some carb legal mods on here, because it is a B18, so you get quite a bit more power out of that engine. if you compare it with like the Civic counterparts and things like that, right? But with that being said, guys, this is where we're gonna end the video. I'm gonna give a walk around of the car so you get a good video of it. But yeah, this is where we're ending it. If you guys are into videos like this, make sure you subscribe. I'm always releasing videos of cars that I'm acquiring for different customers. So I can't wait to put this into Julian's hands here in the next hour or so. I'm glad we were able to source this for Julian. And if you guys are interested in any cars, my name is Eric. I own a private car dealer here in Southern California called Green Owl Motors. I'll see you guys here on the next one. All right, so let's give you a tour of the interior. Now, you guys saw me working on the interior. We had the entire interior detailed, carpet shampooed, and man, did she come out amazing. Now it's extremely difficult to find one of these unmodified. Now, these cars have been already taken apart for so many years, so you're not going to find something with a stock shifter, stock interior, stock steering wheel, and especially leather seats. You don't find these very often with leather seats, so it's a huge come up for our customer. And what a beautiful car. Everything works. I worked on everything to make sure everything is working correctly. And you know what? We don't have a shot of the engine. There we go. You can see how stock, how beautiful, how pristine the engine bay is. And if we get a little closer, check out the firewall. All right, so that's exactly where we're leaving this video. So I wanted to get a quick video of under the hood, but now that you guys have seen that, this is where we're zeroing out on the video. And that's pretty much it. That's all she wrote, guys. So if you're into this kind of stuff, make sure you reach out. We'll be here on the next video. More than likely, we'll be releasing a video of a 2000 Mazda Miata with 55,000 miles that we picked up for our customer, Joey.